What's going on, y'all? My name is Jolted, and today we're back again for the final LC game of Small Gun Champions League Week 1. This time, it's the highlight match of the week. We've got LilyAC versus Dcae. It should be a good one. These two are expected to be some of the highest performing players in the pool. So it'll be cool to see how they take on this brand new meta in this Champions League series. This Champions League season rather. Lily's team is very pretty. We got a lot of purple going on, which we love to see. Dcae's got a less aesthetically pleasing team. A lot of browns and yellows. We don't love to see that. That's important. You gotta consider these types of things when you're building. This looks like an okay Pony G game. Frillish is actually not bad this game, depending on Staryu's coverage move, of course, from Lily. Frillish is definitely not bad this game. So we'll have to see how this goes. I expect, Fu leads are pretty safe in general. We got Fu from Lily, Abra from Dcae. We saw this lead matchup. No, we saw a different lead match. We saw a coughing Abra, but we saw Abra lead in our first game of the week, and we see it here. Abra protects on the fake out. Fair enough. I wonder if that means that it's Sash Abra still, or if it just is running its life orb running protect. Both are possible. Excellent play out to Mienfu on the incoming Poniard. Free knockoff on Lily's coughing, and I assume this is gonna be U-turn out. Dcae doesn't really have many things that really want to come into coughing. Things definitely can do it fairly easily. Frillish, Mudbray if you're not worried about a Willow, but Lily's just gonna go right to her Mienfu and get U-turned on, and out comes Abra again, I assume, at least. And that is the case. Are we gonna see a protect fake out sequence here? I could see Dcae just not opting for it as he goes out to his own Fu. Fu v Fu. Are we going to trade Nox? No, we're going to get a fake out first, of course. Trading Nox. Both will die to a high jump kick, I believe, at this point. So I expect both to switch out, to be honest. I would absolutely adore if it was a double switch and Dcae brought out his Abra, but that's a little risky at this point of the game, I think, in case Lily is crazy and decides to U-turn. I don't think either of them U-turn here. I think they both hard out. Oh wow, Lily makes the aggressive play and goes for the knock on the incoming Frillish. That's pretty good play from her. Frillish is now certainly on the back foot. Did a ton, actually. U-turns out, Lily grabbing the momentum like we like to see. She has a couple options here. Staryu is fine. Pony G is obviously fine. Even coughing is fine. Staryu and Pony G prevent U-turn ship, of course, but Pony G does let in Poniard for free, given that Mystical Fire never kills, especially not from full. Well, not never kills. Never kills when it's at full like it is, and you're going to give it that free Defiant boost if you go for that, and that's no bueno, to be sure. But Lily's taking her time to think about what she wants to do here. I think either Staryu or Pony G is fine. I honestly lean Staryu. Yeah, Pony G more directly threatening to the Mienfoo itself, which I can respect. I'm gonna get off the fake out. Nice chip damage. Pony G can recover that up with the Morning Sun later, but I don't know how many opportunities it has to do that actually. Does go for the Mystical Fire. As Dcae reads that and is going to U-turn. It's Bear Juice Pony, though, so it's going to be back at full. But in comes Pawn. Like I said, Pawn is never going to be O-code by Pony G unless it's surprise, like, double kick. Which I don't believe is something that you couldn't really expect to be seeing. Yeah, if it was like a surprise like low kick or double kick, Pawn could be in trouble. But I don't expect to see that out of. I don't think you should be expecting to see that mixed Pony G. Though with it being juice, it likely it might not be Morning Sun. Interesting. We'll see what we want to do here. I assume Dcae goes for rocks. Possible Mudbray's rocks as well, but I feel like Mudbray's likely not. It does go for the Mystical Fire. Hopefully he went for rocks. Nope. Goodbye, Pony G. But in comes Mienfoo. Mienfoo's not scared by it. Unfortunate to lose to Pony G though. My opinion. I think she was predicting the rocks there for sure. Out comes Frillish on the high jump kick. Uh-oh. Dcae's getting the plays right at this point. But not right there. Another high jump kick. Goodbye, Mienfoo. Out comes Mudbray. Possibly Scarf Mudbray. Possibly Rocks Mudbray as well. But I think Scarf Mudbray wouldn't be insane at this point. In comes the Grookey on the Earthquake. Does okay damage, but Grookey eats it quite well. Out comes Poniard on the Sack. It's off a knock. And Grookey's revealed Life Orb. Grookey's got to go for the Glide to avoid potential sucker damage. But I don't think it'd have an issue doing that. Dcae also does have his Fungus, which is going to be adept at handling this Grookey more than likely, and he does go out to it on the Glide. Fungus obviously takes no damage from that, and I assume Grookey's just going to... Grookey could U-turn out, but I would assume it hard out just to avoid the Life Orb chip, as it does out to Coughing to eat the Spore. Reasonable play. This Fungus is in a very good spot for Dcae, actually. By the way, if any of the players that have been watching these games catch these games and hear me pronouncing their username wrong, let me know, and I will do my best to fix that. Out comes Staryu on a predicted Mudbray. Lily's in an advantageous position. Even if it's Scarf Mudbray, Staryu shouldn't go down to 1. So that's nice, but he does have two pretty reasonably sturdy Staryu switch-ins and Fungus, and I mean Frillish is quite low, but if Staryu doesn't have the T-Bolt, it's not necessarily that scared of it. Probably lives a Psychic, definitely lives an Ice Beam, definitely lives a Water move. So and those are the main options you're going to see out of Staryu. And out comes the Frillish on the Thunderbolt. Okay. So we know Staryu likely not Ice Beam. So Fungus is... I mean, Fungus isn't worried about it from full anyway. But Fungus definitely isn't worried about it. I assume Lily makes a pawn play here. Pawn's actually not bad. K doesn't really want to switch into it, at least. He can go his own... Well, he can sack his own pawn. Doesn't really want to switch his Mudbray into it because the Scarf could be useful, actually. It's definitely still a close game, for sure. Goes for the Hydro. I don't know if that was predicting something or what. Probably predicting the Mudbray on the pawn. Didn't quite work out for her. As she is forced to make the pawn play this turn. I think this is just a knockoff. I think this is just a knockoff. Okay, decides to sack his pawn. Entirely reasonable. Out comes Mudbray, who is... Every indication has been that this is a Scarfed Mudbray, so... you know, EQ. The Grookey isn't in 2-hit KO range, of course. I don't think it... and I don't think it drops to the... you know, CC might not be bad, because Coughing hasn't burnt a sleep turn yet. I could see CC being a pretty decent play here. I don't know if Grookey drops to it, but if it does, yeah, it's solid. Yeah, I like a CC here from if I'm Dcae, because Coughing hasn't burnt a sleep turn, so unless it's like, unless it's Sleep Talk, I love that. Love that for sure. Out is gonna come Staryu, but we've still got the Fungus on Dcae's side. Yeah. Yeah, that was a... I don't know if that was a misread on Lily's part, but I think that was just a safe play. Out comes Mienfoo, actually, who's going to be able to U-turn. Or, yeah, I mean, it's been knocked, but it's not worried about the... He goes for the knockoff itself. Removes the Fungus's Eviolite. It's pretty good. Lily living up to her name, low timer. Out to pawn on the Fungus with Coughing still slept. This is reasonable. I mean, you know, perfectly fine, rather. I think this is an Iron Head. For sure, actually. Okay, he's going to give up the Abrasash. We're going to get a Sucker Punch outplay, or... T-Wave. That's pretty decent. I don't think it changes too much here, but you know, Parahacks can always affect things. We'll see what Lily wants to do here. It's actually Dcae making doing a big think. Tough turn, I think. Out to Fungus on the knock. probably outspeed. It should outspeed, or at least tie. If it was a tie, it won the tie. Got crit is not great for it though. Okay, I assume not a tie. Fungus doesn't have a ton of those left. Well, I mean that's 5, but you know, Pawn's gonna get paired at some point. Oh, and it reveals the T-Wave itself. Interesting. No pairs yet. Out to Mudbray, I like that. Wow, Lily is not getting paired at all. I mean, this is an EQ. Out gonna come Staryu. Or Mienfoo, rather. What's Fungus? Damn. Lily is not being unlucky, I will say that, with these. Huh. Okay. Dcae's in a really tough spot now. I think he has to hope for a miss. I mean, Lily doesn't have to go for the HJK here, actually. That's... yeah. I think Dcae loses, right? I feel like Dcae probably loses from here. That's the knock. Now it's going to come the Abra. I don't think it has the Dazzle or anything, so it's not like it can hit. Not like it can really hit the pawn. I don't know if it can 2-hit KO with the Shadow Ball that I assume it has. I don't think Abra has a way to 2-hit KO the pawn. Never a para. Wow. All right. Well, that's the game. That's gonna be it's gonna be the end of this week's LC action. Yeah, and Lily's gonna pick up the win for her team, the Technical Machines. I don't know what I think the score in that was pretty close, actually. So I'm not sure what that exactly does to the end, to their series score, but Lily's gonna pick up a win, first one on the board. Tough game. Dcae kind of got unlucky in the fact that Lily never paired at all. That HJK crit was huge as well. Yeah, anyway, guys, if you enjoyed, feel free to hit the like button. If all the games happen on weekends, I'll likely be able to catch more of these as the season goes on, but I don't want to make any promises on that. But we did get all of week 1, so that's neat. But yeah, That's all I got. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.